So hi guys, today I have my MacBook Air M1 as well as iPad Pro M1, and today I'll be giving my review that if you want to choose just one device, because not a lot of students can pick both, right? So if you want to pick one device as a medical student or engineering student, which one you should pick for your student career. And I also have a writing pad with me, so if you want to make an ecosystem with writing pad along with MacBook Air M1, is it worth it as compared to iPad Pro or not? So let's get started. So first of all, update on the M1 chip. Now the apps are already labeled as Universal, Intel, or just for Apple Silicon. Now this means that there's a possibility all the universal apps will be soon available for iPad Pro M1 as well. And the best part is you have to write the code once on Xcode and same app can work on both of platforms such as Notion. So first let's start with the display comparison. So I have my MacBook Air as well as iPad Pro. I even have iPad Pro 12.9 inch with the mini LED display for comparison as well. So the first thing what I did was I went to my backyard and made an HDR video so that I can have a clear picture in mind which display is better, MacBook Air, iPad Pro 11 inch or 12.9 inch. So let's first compare between MacBook Air and iPad Pro 11 inch. I'm going to play the video. So upon playing the video, I can clearly see that iPad Pro 11 inch is a bit brighter with the flowers. I can see the sun shining a little brighter on iPad Pro. And now let's bring iPad Pro 12.9 inch into the picture. And wow, I can see there's a one level up difference because I can see the black bars are less visible with the iPad Pro 12.9 inch as compared to iPad Pro 11 inch. So that means there's a difference for sure, but that is only with the full brightness level. If you are watching with the medium brightness level, you will not see much of a difference. And if, for example, अगर आप plane में कहीं travel कर रहे हो, if you are traveling in a plane, if you are in a domestic flight or economy class flight, then you will be surrounded with a bunch of people. You cannot even reach medium level brightness because you're required to keep brightness low, then you will not feel any difference at all. So that's why I'm saying on an average radio usage, the display is not much of a difference. It is only important for those people who want to do color grading or who want to watch HDR videos, and I'm personally not the one. So that's why for me iPad Pro 11 inch is good enough. So now finally let's do a note-taking comparison between iPad Pro 11 inch, 12.9 inch as well as Wacom tablet with the MacBook Air bundle. It is not a fair comparison, to be honest, because this tablet is basically like $70 and these two independently are around $900 to $1,100. Anyways, let's still do it. So first of all, let's talk about the display. So if I go to Procreate, you will see that this black is much more black, as we have already talked about it. So when you're writing notes, this will definitely feel superior being mini LED, but the difference is very, very minor. So keep that in mind. It is only noticeable much more with the full brightness. So that is okay. But anyways, talking about the, wait, come on, let me go back. This is not letting me go back. Come on, let me go back. Okay. So now let's come back to GoodNotes 5. So the level of customization you get with iPad Pro, there's no competition at all because this is much more superior. First of all, like the level of customization you get based on double tap to erase, it's so amazing. And also if you want to copy this particular text, you can easily convert it to text. And even if you make a PDF out of it, this is very easily convertible to text, which is like a type text. So you can use it very easily. But as compared to this Wacom tablet, that is not yet possible. It is possible, but you might have to use third-party hand recognition software. So that's why GoodNotes 5 is an advantage. You can search on handwritten text. So that is biggest thing. So for example, if I type this, it'll come up. So as you can see, like it already came in the search result that fast. So that's why you cannot beat iPad for note taking. But let me show you how, if I want to take notes, how will I do on MacBook Air. So now let's try out Wacom tablet, also linked in the description below, using Microsoft OneNote. So if I want to draw something, let's go to pen tool and then try to draw, or let's try to write as well. Oh God, my handwriting is going to be bad. Hello world. Yeah, my handwriting is honestly better on iPad, but I need practice. With practice, I'll get better. And if I want to do some customization, I can do the lasso select just like iPad as well, and then move things around. Okay, I need to do bigger circle and then move things around as well. So everything is possible on this as well, but that is more convenient, you can say. And then the one thing that is not possible yet on OneNote is searching through handwritten notes. If that becomes possible, then the competition between Wacom tablet and iPad will be less than before. So overall, for medical students, I think iPad Pro will be better because diagrams are easier to be drawn on iPad Pro. But for engineering students, as they don't have to draw a lot, just need to take some notes, Wacom tablet is good enough. But there is one app that gives you the best experience whether you are engineering student or a medical student, that is Notion. And now with Notion, all students can organize their classes as well as their hobbies easily. So let's say that if I want to organize my computer science class and I added it using a template, and I can see the syllabus as well as all the course schedule at one place. I can also see what time I will have this class, and this is like an index page. If I go to syllabus, I can see my instructor's office hours, about my instructor, about the course, about the books I need, about the chapters I need to cover up. So everything is in one place. And for example, let's say that every week there's a chapter covered. Let's say I learned about chapter 2 on, let's say, May 21st. So then I want to add the notes or add some slides that professor gave me. So all I can do is I can just drag and drop the file here, and now if I click on these notes, I'll be easily able to see them. So all of my classes can be easily organized this way. And talking about software engineering, if you are applying for jobs, you can see all the job applications here. You can view them by due dates, by rows, by calendar, and this way you can manage all the jobs you have already applied for, where you have been rejected, where the application is still in progress. So everything becomes really organized. And now talking about medical students, they can take the best advantage of Notion as well by making some flashcards. So to make a flashcard, just make a toggled list and you can hide and unhide the answer this way. So everything becomes really organized. So definitely check it out. And if you're a student, you'll be able to get free access with the link in the description below. But if you want unlimited file upload and unlimited access, for students it's going to be free, but it's just $4 per month for non-students or other professionals. So definitely check it out. Now looking at the Geekbench scores of MacBook Air M1 and iPad Pro M1, both are exactly same. Now let's compare the iMovie performance. It should be same as well, right? So looking at the iMovie performance, I can clearly tell that both videos, the 20-second HDR video I shot, it took basically 5 to 6 seconds for both of these devices to export. Both are really fast. I think performance will not be different, but when you purchase a device, you are purchasing it for the technology it has right now. So currently iPad Pro, the software is very limited. For that, I have a proof. So let's connect this iPad Pro with a monitor. So let's say you want to do something very basic, such as sending an email. You go to Gmail app, then go to attach if you want to attach a document. First of all, when I'm trying to use my mouse, it is very buggy. I have to tap on the attach button 5 times with my mouse, and then I have only 3 options: photos, attachments, or drive. I don't even have an option to go to my files folder on iPad. So if I want to do that, I can only access my Google Drive, or what I can do is I can go to Safari and then do it from there. So it is very tricky. You will have to use Safari or a browser back to back multiple times. And other problems include that if you go to Safari, if you play any video, once again, the audio will not play. You have to connect a Bluetooth speaker, or the monitor should have an audio connection or audio port. My monitor doesn't, so I cannot listen to any audio from the iPad. Anyways, other problems are similar. If you want to do your basic tasks, such as on Excel sheet or any of the Microsoft or Google apps, you might have to go back and forth to Safari or to your browser. So you have to keep that in mind. Now let's do a quick camera comparison for your Zoom classes or your FaceTime calls. This is the video from MacBook Air M1. This is the video from iPad Pro M1. Honestly speaking, the quality of both the devices are good, but the camera on iPad Pro, it seems like you're never looking at the camera, you're always looking on the side. So that's a big con. Otherwise, both are good enough. So that's it for the comparison. So the conclusion is, for all the computer science students, I'll recommend you MacBook Air, which is good enough for all the purposes, with the writing pad if you want to try it out. And for other students, iPad Pro can be good enough as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.